Hello, it's me, Renee from Renee in Cancerland, and thank you so much for being here with me for week 2 of my new series, Renee in Cancerland, where I'm just going to talk to you about this whole crazy cancer journey I have been on for the since 2000. No, totally wrong. Since 2008. So how many ever years that is. That's why I can't do math, because I've had so much chemo. So anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about my stage 1 diagnosis and how angels, I believe in angels, so I really believe that they played a huge part in lining things up the way they were lined up to get me diagnosed the way I did, how quick, how flawless, and so many other things that went along with it. So sit back and enjoy the ride. So let's see, it was May, why do I keep saying that? It was 2008, and I had just gone to a class on hearing your angels and how to talk to your angels, and how there are little signs from all of our angels around us all the time. We, as human beings, just need to pay attention. So that was the first thing, and of course, when all of this happened, I never put it all together until after the fact. So then about 2 weeks later, me and 2 of my girlfriends from work were all talking about breast cancer and how it seemed to be everywhere these days. And I was 30, so I know they were younger than me. And that's what we were talking about, how we knew people in our age group who were being diagnosed with breast cancer, and it blew our mind because, you know, we didn't think 30-year-olds got breast cancer. So the next morning I was in the shower, and I don't want to say I heard a voice, but my hand kind of was, I want to say, drawn to my right breast, kind of like a magnet. And excuse me, my fingertips went right to my right breast where the lump was. And I freaked out. Oh, of course I freaked out. I was thinking to myself, what is this that I'm feeling? And I felt it again, and it was still there. And throughout the day, I kept feeling my right boob. You know, I was at work. I would shut my office door, feel my boob, go to the bathroom, feel my boob, see if this lump was still there. And it was. So the next morning, I told my husband, I was like, dude, will you film this? I'm sure it's nothing, but he felt it. He was like, yeah, I think you should get it checked out. I was like, well, I've got my yearly OB in 3 weeks. You know, just wait or no? And he was like, no, I'd go ahead and call. So I called my OB, and they just so happened to have a cancellation that afternoon. So I went to my OB. She again confirmed that, yeah, you know, let's get it checked out further. So they called, and I was getting a mammogram and a needle biopsy not the needle biopsy. I'm skipping ahead of myself. So I was scheduled for a mammogram 2 days later. The same day I got my mammogram, they wanted to do an ultrasound because it felt kind of weird. That appointment opened up, and there I was. Like, all these appointments were just and usually sometimes these appointments take a week, 2 weeks to get. And then after the ultrasound, they sent me to a breast surgeon to do a needle biopsy, which, again, she had an opening. So I went and did that. The next morning, I woke up at home, just kind of laying in bed. My head was spinning, and I heard harp music. I woke up to harp music playing, and at first I was freaked out. I was like, what in the world? But then I started doing some research on angel communication, and that's a way they communicate, is through sound. And I took it as they're with me. They're here all the time. And I wasn't paying attention to their little clues along the way. So they had to do something else to get my attention, hence the harp music, because I had never felt so at peace in my entire life. Like, it was just like, you know what? This is going to be okay. And from then on, at every appointment I went to, there would be a feather on my windshield. It just a little white feather on my windshield. And I was like, wow, thank you, angels. Thank you for being with me. And then once my biopsy came back that said, yes, it was cancer, I got into Dr. H, who is the best of the best, in my opinion, doctor for breast cancer here in Austin. And it was one of those things that my OB had recommended Dr. H, my breast surgeon had recommended Dr. H, and now I was at Dr. H. So there was no, oh man, who should I go to? Do I need second opinions? Do I need this, that? No, it was Dr. H. You need Dr. H. This is her specialty, and this is what she rocks in. So not even 3 weeks from me feeling the lump, I was sitting in Dr. H's office, excuse me, working out my chemo plan. Like, here's what we're gonna do. And she took a completely different approach to me for my type of cancer, being triple negative, versus others where most people get a mastectomy first. She wanted to do chemo first because the type of tumor I had, she was like, I really think it's gonna feed off of this chemo and we can get it to shrink down. Well, lo and behold, when we went in for surgery, there was no tumor left. It was gone. Like, the only way they knew there was a tumor left is because they had clipped it when I got port surgery. That's all that was left, was the clip. And again, so many times through all of this process, I would see white feathers, and I never heard the harp again, which I think would be completely awesome to hear. But I just want to tell you this and share with you that in my heart, those signs are from God. And I believe that the angels work with God because that's what they want to do. And, you know, God lets people have free will, and angels are helpers, and we all have angels. That's what I believe. So that is my somewhat first part of the story of how I truly believe that the angels were with me the whole time, trying to get my attention and be like, yo, Renee, you got to get this problem addressed. But it worked. You know, things were lined up so much better than I could even imagine a professional lining this stuff up. So that's my stage 1 story. I hope you get some inspiration for it. Let me know. Let me know. Do you believe in angels? Do you have an awesome angel story? Because I love awesome angel stories. And I, again, am hoping that these videos you're finding inspirational. So let me know. Let me know that too. Let me just chit chat with me. I don't know. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm new to this video, whatever it's called. So I hope you are enjoying it. I hope even more so you are having a beautiful day. And I will talk to you next week. Okay, bye.